very important information. I'm going to put the call out that you call the White House and tell them, look, we've seen the news stories that you've wanted to blow things up, that you have blown things up, and that you're saying that 4 million of us are going to die and we need martial law and the Associated Press at one of your little drills you had, and that we're aware of who the terrorists are if you pull this. This can stop this Hitlerian Reichstag event. Call the White House and tell them, we know the government's planning terrorism. We know Oklahoma City and World Trade Center was terrorism. We know the Joint Chiefs of Staff wanted to blow up airliners, Baltimore Sun. If you do it, we're going to blame you because we know who's up to it. Or if you let some terrorist group do it, like the World Trade Center, we know who to blame. And you could save the planet. I'm calling it Operation Expose the Government Terror.
Well, there was a 2-hour thing I did in July 25th, 2001, where I went ahead and went on air and said they're going to blow up the World Trade Center, blame on the CIA, asset bin Laden, and then launch all these wars. And I said, I just got this from analysis and information, but I kept having the dream of the towers smoking and all the rest of it.
This was after, what was it, 90 what, when they blew up the World Trade Center
92.
the first time? 92? That was a big, because it wasn't a big tragedy. It was a tragedy, but it wasn't the biggest tragedy. Look at you. 2001. Look at you. You look like Bill Hicks.
Please don't add to that.
The fucking rumor.
By the way, go further. Exactly. That's the other end of craziness. Like, I'll cover real things.
Well, in all fairness, I didn't meet you until after Bill Hicks was dead. And I met Bill Hicks before I met you.
And in all fairness, you told me Bill Hicks wasn't that funny.
No, that's not me. That's Ari Shaffir.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ari Shaffir is the guy that has I think
Bill was really a good political analyst and was very poetic.
I would never say he's not that funny. He wasn't the funniest guy ever, but he might have been the most interesting ever because he was funny, but he was
knew him.
also
I look nothing like him.
No. I didn't know him. I met him.
Am I Bill Hicks?
You're not Bill Hicks. You don't look anything like him.
No,
you don't look anything like him. He was. I would never say he's not funny, but what I would say he's not a guy that you would think of as only being funny. He tried to introduce really weird ideas into comedy. Like he had a great bit, why aren't there ever positive drug stories in the news? He goes, it's always terrible. It's always young man on acid thought he could fly and it jumped off a building to his death. And they were like, what a loss. And he was like, what a moron. He goes, if he really thought he could fly, why didn't he fucking take off from the ground? And he was like, the world got a little lighter. We lost a